Hello everybody, a very good evening to you. Welcome to the live classroom of People's Association. As you know that during this COVID-19 period, we do not have live classes at People's Association community clubs. So we do have this online classrooms where you can log on to Facebook page, the individual People Association community clubs Facebook page to watch the live classroom session. 那我想告诉大家呢，今天呢，我们要跟大家上什么直播的课室呢？我相信大家都知道，我们是这新冠病情这期间呢，我们没有上课所有都已经停课了哦。那当然你可以到我们的不同的民众俱乐部的那个 Facebook page 呢，去观看这个直播课室的啊。那今天我们来了这位漂亮的美女，她将会教我们做一些什么东西呢？当然，现在有些人待在家因为政府呼吁大家少出门，待在家。那待在家也是挺闷的，你不可以24小时看着电视嘛，对吗？那你也可以使用一些你身边、你周围的一些东西来做一做非常棒的一个手工。也可以教我们小朋友一起去做的。Okay, so now we're going to have our trainer. We want to introduce yourself to everybody.
Hi everyone, my name is Samantha and then I just got newly registered as a PA trainer.
Wow, welcome.
I hope to be teaching some children's art in the future. So let's hope that this COVID-19 situation will get better and better and then we'll all be back on track.
We will because we are very united, SG Unite. Okay, now today you're going to show us some painting, right? What painting is that? 它将会示范这个我觉得很好奇，什么是亚克力画？什么是亚克力画？要怎么去做呢？你看到它这些都是她自己做的哦。You can have a look at all these, yeah, she painted it herself, and she's going to teach you how to do it. Well, if you are having this session with your children, quickly ask them to sit down, all right, and then watch how 姐姐 do it. It's very easy actually. So let's see what you're going to introduce us.
Okay, so let me show this to you. So today, right, I'm going to show you how to paint this little thing. So it's a sunrise. Okay, so you'll be learning how to paint a very simple, very easy sunrise. Okay, and then you'll be mixing the colors of the sky. So I have all the primary colors here. Okay, and then I will squeeze them out onto a palette and then we can mix them together. And then after we are done with the whole painting, then we can decorate the border with some natural materials like seeds and beans. And after this thing, we can move on to a bit more of bean art. So it's like the whole thing. Like this is a heart, and then we have a flower, all made with beans and seeds. We're gonna have fun.
Wow, 你可以看到它带来的东西都是红豆啦、白豆啦、黄豆啦、豆所有的豆的。其实我们都可以用那些米对不对？We can use rice grain as well, no? 所以使用这个来做艺术是非常棒的。Look at this. This will be Singapore. Singaporeans will be seeing sunrise very, very soon. Yeah. As long as we are united, do our part, be careful of your own personal hygienes, keep a distance, all right? Social distancing. Yeah, we will see the sunrise very, very, very soon. Okay, let's start. So what we're going to do today, 现在我们要做的就是什么呢？
How? So on my table, I have a palette. So you can use your own palette at home, or if you have a board, right, then you just have to wrap it with aluminium foil. So it's very easy. So once you're done using, then you can just wrap it and throw away. Because sometimes there's a lot of washing and then we need to use a lot of water. Okay, so this is one good way that you can try out. Or you can just simply use a piece of paper, as a palette. Okay, and then I have a few brushes here. These brushes, I know some brushes are very expensive, and then I've gotten this from Art Friend. So one piece is like less than $1. So check them out at art stores and Art Friend.
Not only that, a lot of bookstores also have it.
A lot of bookstores also have it.
But I think it's a very good idea of you having this. 这个非常的环保比如说我们的小朋友，不用真的去买一个那个画板放那些颜色的颜料在这边的，你可以放这个 aluminum foil 给它包一下，那画完之后就包起来丢掉就行了，也不用用水洗因为我们可以省水 ，we can save water.
Okay, and then 这个 I have a cloth, so I will usually use a cloth. Okay, yeah. And then as an art cloth, and then you need to have a water bucket.
一个小杯子装水就可以了
Okay, so and then I will have a paper for drawing, a draft paper, and then this is my paint board. I'll use this for painting. And then I have because this is wood, so I will prepare a white color pencil, so it's easy to see. Okay, I mean if I use a black one, right, you can see it, but then if I want to erase it away or like after I draw it and then I paint on it, right, you can see the black line. So I try to use a white color pencil. Yeah, so prepare one if you can.
用白色的这个颜色笔呢是比较好的，因为你看不到那个线哦。当你可以跟着那个线去画的话，那个线就不怎么明显。
Okay, so over here, right, I have a A4 size paper. So this is what I'm going to do. I will fold it into half, and then after that, I will tear it. Okay, so I have this A5 size. Then I try to measure with my board. My board is like 4 by 6 inches. Okay, so I will just measure it with my board, and then I will make a marking. I just make a little marking.
这些书店都可以买得到的，对吧？
书店可以买得到。
Yeah, can get from bookstore as well.
Okay, I'll make a marking, and then I will fold my paper, make a line, and then I tear it out. Okay, so this I have a 4 by 6 inch paper, 4 by 6 inch board. Okay, so I am going to start on the paper first with a pencil. Okay.
画一个草稿在那张纸上哦。
Okay, I will continue first. I'll fold this paper into half. Okay, fold it into half, and then I fold into another half. I'll fold into another half, and then when I open up, okay, I will have 3 lines in the middle. Okay, so the 3 lines, I'll use a pencil. I will draw the 3 lines out.
That is a brilliant idea.
Okay,
Instead
so
of using
this is very good for young children. Okay, I will draw the 3 lines out. Okay, so they are basically pretty much evenly divided. Okay, and then on the first section here, okay, so this is where my sunrise is going to be. Okay, where my sunrise is going to be. Okay, I will put my sunrise in the center. So I will basically draw a semicircle.
That represents the sun.
Yeah, the semicircle that represents the sun. Okay, so I have my draft paper. So now it's easy for me on the board. I can be very confident to draw it on my board. Okay, I have this example right here. Okay, then I will just follow it through. I'll just put them side by side. Okay, so it's easy to make the marking. Then I will draw my first line. Okay, so this time I will switch it to a white color pencil. White color pencil on the brown board.
所以刚才做的呢，在纸上呢是其实帮他有一个引导线，给他在这个板上做那个线条，以方便他待会放彩绘的时候呢，会跟着不同层次的哦。
Okay, so now I got my 3 lines, white line on the board, and then I'm going to draw the sunrise at the bottom. So I'll make a sunrise here at the bottom. Okay, so I got the whole drawing out already. So 3 lines and a sunrise at the bottom. Okay, so now I am going to squeeze my paint. Okay, so I have a palette, and then the primary colors are all here, and then together with white. So I've got yellow, I've got red, and I've got blue, and then some white. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do on the
palette.
On the palette. Okay, I will use a marker, okay, to show you, so it's more obvious. Okay, I will draw 3 lines across the palette. Okay, so 3 lines across the palette. So I will have 1 line, 2 lines, and 3 lines. 1, 2,
哈哈，这个真的是很环保。
4. Okay, so I've got this palette. Okay, so I drew 3 lines. Okay, I drew 2 lines. Okay, just 2 lines across. Okay, and then after that, in the middle, I drew 4 lines. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I will squeeze some white paint on the first part. Okay, and then I will squeeze my red color.
这样画线的分别呢，就是以免那些颜色哈、全部抠在一起
Okay.
混在一起。
Yeah, this is very good for young children to understand. So like we lay out all the basic colors and then white color, and then after that they can mix in the colors that are in between, and they won't get confused. So this is a good way to learn, very easy. Okay, so right here I have my white, my yellow, my red, and my blue. So So now I'm going to use my brushes. Okay, I have some big and small brushes here. So when I'm mixing paint, right, I will try to use like a small brush because the big one, right, sometimes I'll waste a lot of paint because a lot will get stuck here and then, you know, it's hard to remove. So I use a small one. I will wet my paintbrush and then I'll use yellow and red. I will get a new color, orange. So I will put in some yellow. Okay, I will take them from the sides, okay, so I don't dirty, you know, like all the paint.
You don't have to wash your brush before you go to another color?
You can if you are super particular, but then if I don't wash, right, so I will try to scoop the paint from the sides. Yeah, so I won't, like, you know, don't try not to scoop it from the center, so I'll scoop it from the side.
So the color will not mix together.
Yeah. Scoop it from the sides.
This one saves the paint as well.
Okay, and then now, right, I have red and yellow, so I'm going to mix that up to get
Red
orange.
and yellow, what color will you?
Get orange. Get
okay,
orange.
We give the answer already. Let the cat out of the bag.
No, everyone can learn. It's very easy. Okay, I feel like I need a little bit more yellow, so I'll take more. So you can decide.
It's still very red.
Yeah, it's still very red, so I'll take a little bit more yellow.
Remember, red and yellow gives you orange.
Then I'll mix it. Okay.
See, actually, you have those primary colors. You need not buy the whole palette of watercolors, right? Yeah, because you can mix the color and give it another color. Let me test you. Black and white will give you what color? Don't know, right? Later then I tell you. Continue watching.
So now I've got my orange. Okay, so it's mixed from red and yellow. So I'm going to make purple. Purple from red and blue. Okay.
Purple.
So I'll take a little bit, the same thing.
Red and blue gives us purple.
And then blue. Okay, and then I'll take a little bit more.
How about red and white? What color?
It's one of my favorite color, pink. Okay.
This is green, is it? It looks green.
Yeah, in the process of making it. So green would be green. In order to get green, we will mix blue and yellow.
But this is really a dirty green.
Dirty green?
It depends on the amount of blue and the amount of red that you put it in.
Yeah.
Okay? If there's more portion of red, it will becomes, you see, this is dirty green.
Or you can get maroon color if we put a lot of red.
So remember, our parents, you are watching, we don't need to buy so many watercolors. We just have to use the primary colors and then mix it, and it's good education for a kid. 所以呢，其实我们彩绘的时候这不用买太多的颜色的，那个基本的颜色，比如说蓝色、白色、黄色或者是红色呢，跟它们掺不同的颜色在一起的时候呢，就会有不同的颜色了，比如说粉红色啊、橘色啊等等。来，purple 出来了。
Okay，purple 出来了，
紫色出来了。
Okay, so now right we have got yellow, orange, red, purple, and blue. So we can make it lighter. So over here, the top portion, right, we can just take some yellow. Take some yellow. I'll put it here. Take a little bit more yellow.
Lighter as in what?
Lighter as in I will use white color. I will use white color, and then I will mix it in.
如果要做浅黄的话，就加白咯，对不对？加白色呢，那个颜色就比较淡了。哎，真的太好的一个主意。
This is a good way for the very young children to learn. Okay, like as a start. So like after you get a hang of it, you know, you can do it your own style, your own way.
Actually, not only young children, no. I can tell you in this room, not everybody knows.
Okay.
Yeah, they are not young anymore. Yeah, including myself, I also don't know that. Oh.
Okay, good. Okay, so we learned something today together. And then I will take some orange.
And then white will becomes?
Light orange.
White and orange becomes what color? Wrong. Lighter orange. Correct, right? Isn't it correct? It's correct what? Lighter orange. See?
Okay, I've got my light orange. Wash my brush.
You're a very art person, right? This lighter orange actually has a name for it, right? I don't know what
We
name
have
is that.
when I was in design school in fashion design, we have got a lot of different
Correct.
kinds of names. So it can
Every
be like what,
colours,
like
yeah.
burnt coffee. It can be a
Yeah.
caramel. It can be
Yeah,
this and
all
that.
kinds. Every color has its name. So let's do the red one. Red plus white becomes
Pink.
no. I know it's national color, but it becomes pink. Yeah, I have some friends who like pink. Yeah, like guys, they like pink. Like girls, their favorite color is pink. So white and red will give you pink.
Okay, got a very nice pink here.
This is dark purple.
Dark purple. Then we are
If
going
let's say you want to
to
go to violet, you just add a bit of white. See?
Okay.
Simple primary colors can turn into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 colors.
Yeah. So while I am doing this, then it's good also. You can bring your when you're watching this, you can bring your palette and paints out, and then you can do this together.
Yeah, children, if you are watching, you can bring out your palette and watercolors.
Okay. Then I find it very light. I just add a little bit more.
You also can see that there are a lot of layers here, different colors. Yeah. 不同层次的颜色哈，就要有不同层次的
Okay, and then blue, just a little bit, a very quick one,
Then we'll give you light blue.
light blue.
所以想到了吗？刚才我问黑色跟白色扣在一起呢是什么颜色呢？
黑色跟白色加在一起
很简单啊。
变成灰色。
对了，就是灰色，gray。Very clever, yeah.
Okay, so I've got all my colors here, and then remember this is acrylic paint, so I will try to prepare a water spray, okay, to keep it wet, because acrylic paint, it dries very fast, okay,
Yep.
and then if we want to continue using this, and then I will just spray it with some water.
Now, I'd like to ask you a question for my viewers over there. So some people may not know the different types of paint. There's acrylic paint, there's watercolor paint, there's oil paint. So what's the difference?
Okay, what I usually do, okay, I usually use acrylic paint,
Why?
and then sometimes watercolor. Acrylic paint is very easy to use, and then it's non-toxic also. And then for oil painting, right, that part I'm not very sure because I don't usually do that. But then I know that it involves more steps, and then the washing also, you don't just use plain water. I think you need to add some kind of solvent or cleaning solution in, and then to wash your dirty brush. Yeah. So that one I can find out more from my friends.
How about watercolor? Watercolor, when some drawing kids are doing, it looks very bland. It doesn't really
Watercolor.
give a very nice finishing.
Okay, for kids, right? They usually start with acrylic because it's easy to control, and then for watercolor, they just need a bit more practice. It's just that it uses water, so sometimes they tend to, for
Put
kids,
more
they
water.
tend to use more water.
Yeah,
they put a
yeah.
lot more water by accident, and sometimes it becomes very watery. But I think as they practice more, right, their skills will get better.
So the best is to use acrylic
They
paint.
can always start with acrylic paint first, play around with the colors and the proportion, and then how to mix. And then if they feel that they want to try out watercolor, it's totally fine. Watercolor is nice also.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Okay. So I've got this palette done here, and then here I'll use my brush to paint out the sun. Okay. So I will wet my brush. I will paint out the sun first. So my sun will be white color. Okay. So this is
Is
what
there
I
knowledge
do.
about the different sizes of brush?
Yeah, like this is just 4 by 6 inches, right? So I will try to use, for today, I'll try to use size number 3 and number 1. Yeah, number
So
3
for
and number
this,
1.
for the
And,
bigger portion.
Yeah, these are the big brushes, okay, and then we can use it for like a bigger portion if you want, or you can just use a small one if you want. Yeah, if you have a big canvas, right, then you can use big one.
Okay.
Because you can also use a small one, but you just take a longer time to paint also.
Noted. What is this actually? Water?
Water spray, to spray on the palette so like I can
palettes.
keep my paint like moist.
Okay.
Okay. Painting the sun.
So while she's preparing the sun, do remember, for those friends who are watching now, you can actually watch the playback right after we have done with whatever lessons we are going to teach you, or rather demonstration. So you can actually log on back to the particular community club's Facebook page to watch the video again.
Okay, so when you're painting the sun, right, so you can just take white color and then try to just go over left and right when you do your painting. And then on over at the curved part of the sun, you can just curve it. Okay, just try it. It's very easy. You don't have to get it perfect, and then you just have to try to cover the whole sun up with white paint.
Yeah, and acrylic paint actually it dries up pretty fast.
Okay, so over here, see, I've got a semicircle.
The sun.
The sun.
太阳.
And then the next part, okay, the next part will be, let's see, the next part will be yellow color. Okay, so I will have yellow. Then, so on my palette, I've got like white, very light yellow, and then yellow. So I can use both, I can mix them in. Okay, so I can two yellow tones in. Okay, so maybe I want to get a little bit of light yellow. I will just stroke it in. You can just go left and right with your strokes. And then just be careful when you're near the sun. Then you just go a little bit slower.
So the another coat will be the lighter yellow on top of it.
For example, now I'm using the lighter yellow. Then I can at the same time just take a little bit of
the
darker yellow, and then I can just stroke
Go
it
on
in.
top.
Yeah,
Oh.
so I can like create
Okay.
2 tones.
Yeah.
And then if you want 3 tones or 4 tones, then you can. It's fine for you to create a few layers here.
所以一个颜色，如果你有掺杂这个白色的话呢，就有不同的层次啊、所以你可以看到，我们比如说这位画家呢，他已经准备了黄色，这个是比较深的黄色，浅黄色。那之后呢，他就把它涂在上面，浅的在上面。那之后呢，就放那个深的在上面。你不用放太多，就是大概画几条线，那就是就有那个层次感，不同颜色的层次感。
Okay, so I will soon be done with my yellow color layer.
如果你有看过日出的话，日出呢就是大概是这个颜色的，这一组颜色的组合。其实呢，做艺术呢也是可以帮你调养你自己的耐心的。你可以看艺术家，他们都很有耐心的。他们的一笔一画都非常的讲究。
I think so too. Like I'm not like a professional artist. When I started teaching children's art, like about 2 to 3 years back, and then it's a lot of learning.
Yeah, a lot of learning, and actually it's good for well-being as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it
I
makes
think,
you calm down because she's very particular about the lines, the color, the mixture, and also it definitely increases your creativity.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And then I think like a lot that I've learned in design school, right, helps a lot also.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it helps me with like creating content and then stuff like that for the
So
kids.
that's why for children, always the enrichment classes always starts with arts. Yeah, arts and craft because it increase their creativity and imagination.
Okay, so I've got this already. The first layer, yellow color. Okay, so I'm going to move on to orange color. Okay, so I will use some orange. I have 2 tones. I have a light orange and I have orange. Okay, so if you don't want to wash your brush, then you can take the colors from the sides. Okay. Then
So which one should we start off with? The darker one or the lighter one first?
For me, I'm not so particular, so I can use 2 at the same time and then I blend them in.
Oh, so it's not necessary to put the darker one on top
but
of
it
yellow
depends
one.
on your preference. Okay, so you can also start with like just the dark orange and then you as a base layer. You can start with dark orange. For example, now I will do it. Okay, I'll start with dark orange as a base layer. As a base layer, and then I will take a little bit of the light orange. I'll take a little bit of light orange, and then I stroke it in. I can stroke it into the orange.
It's like
The
more
base.
layers.
Yeah, and then you
layer.
can see some strokes around. So you can decide how you want to do it. Okay, like there's no like really like right or wrong way. Then you just have to explore it.
Art, there's no right or wrong. It's about feel. Am I right? feel. Yeah, it's how you feel it at the moment.
So now, right, I've got my orange layer, and then I'm going to show you, so like where the two colors meet, right, I have my yellow and I have my orange. So where the two colors meet, right, I can just brush it through.
So that
I can just blend them in like this, okay? And then while the paint is still wet, right, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to wash my brush, okay, and then I will dab it a little bit, take away the excess water. But make sure I have some water on my brush, and then while the two paints are still wet, then I can just stroke it with some water. So I blend the two colors together. So you see I'm softening the two colors, so you don't really see a very hard and solid line in between the two. So I'm adding water to blend them together.
Interesting. So you can actually tell that from yellow is turning slowly to orange.
Okay, all right.
Ooh.
Okay, and then I'm going to move on to my next layer. Next layer will be pink color. Okay. You know, you don't have to worry if you have got a little bit of like yellow, orange paint on your brush, because it's totally fine to have a little bit of different colors running all around the sky. Okay, so and then if you are super clean, and then you can always wash your brush and then, you know, do one color by one color neatly. And I'm going to move on to my pink color. Okay, this pink is a bit light, then this is what I'm going to do. I will just stroke it across, and then after that I'm going to take some red, and then I will just darken it. Darken it.
Like strawberry ice cream.
Yeah. Hungry. Darken it, and then you see I'm now like stroking it down to the orange part to get some pink into the orange. The pink is blended into the orange now.
Yep.
Yeah. So you can do it this way, or you can slowly do it step by step and then find out what you want, and then wash your paintbrush, put some water, and then blend the two colors in. Okay.
So that the colors gradually turn into another color.
Yeah, like they flow.
Different coats of color, yeah.
Okay, so I'm done with my pink layer. Very easy.
Very nice.
Okay, and then I'll move on to purple. Purple color, so I'm gonna use my light purple a little bit. Too much. Okay, this purple now, I'm stroking it into the pink. And then I have a little bit of pink on my purple. Okay, so I find it a little bit light, too light. So I'm going to add some dark purple. And then I'm going to stroke it in. Stroke it in. So acrylic paint, because it dries fast, so just make sure like you use some water. Yeah, and then you can spray it all around, and then make sure when you're blending the two colors, make sure that they are still wet, okay, then it's easy to blend in.
Yep.
Yeah.
So still have the moisture in it.
Yeah, because when the paint gets dry and then you try to blend, right, you will see a lot of patchy paint and parts around, yeah. So yeah, you can just keep exploring it. And then I feel like I have too much of purple going down to my pink, so I will take a little bit of pink, and then I will brush it in, a little bit of red.
所以这个亚克力的颜色很容易就会干，那你可以把一些水分呢喷在上面。
Alright, and then a little bit darker.
Because eventually it will turn blue. This is
It can be
sunrise. It can be sunset.
Yeah, about the same. And then the last part, right, I will have it blue. Okay, last part I will have it blue, and then you see I have got a little bit of purple paint on my brush, so I don't have to wash it away. But if you want, you can always wash it away. And then I will take a little bit of blue, and then I will put it on top.
Nice.
And then sometimes you can see that, you know, like most of my paint here, I mix it with white, like orange with white, yellow with white, pink with white, purple with white. And then when I have just solid blue without white, right, it can be a little bit translucent. You can see through the board. So if you want to make it more opaque, and then you can add a little bit of white. Then it adds volume also. So the entire color range will be like consistent. Yeah. Okay, I will
这么简简单单的一幅画就完成
stroke
了。
it, and then maybe the top part, I just want to make it a bit darker, so I just use some blue, dark blue, and then I'll stroke it in. And then if you have got some black, right, you can prepare some black, and then mix a little bit of black with blue, and then you can stroke it around. You can have a super dark navy blue. Okay, and then I am pretty much done. Okay, then if you want to do more, you can always add some colors, because now my sun is super white. Okay, super white. And then I will use a small brush, because I have a very small sun here, so small surface area.
Small sun.
Yeah, small sun on the board.
So we call it the elder sun and the younger sun.
Our real one is very big. Okay, so this white sun, right, I find it super white. So I'm going to blend in a little bit of yellow, because I have some yellow on the sides, right? Just blend in a little bit of yellow.
Why do you do that? Why do you do that?
So that it doesn't, how to say, so I blend some colors in to get some dimension, so it's not so flat, like, you know, just one single color. Okay.
Because some of the light rays will actually
like
surface on.
It diffuses out also, like. Okay. And then
wow, the way I see her do, it makes me, my hands are so quite itchy, you know. I feel like doing.
Very good. Just
stay
home and do art.
Yes, stay home and do art. Increase your creativity and imagination, especially for the kids.
Okay, so I added some yellow strokes into my sun. Okay, so these are the colors just beside the sun. Okay, so it looks pretty much blended. Okay.
You can also draw birds here, right?
You can have silhouette, like, you know, the black silhouette,
the black
like
silhouette birds.
Trees and birds. Yeah.
So you see, based on your creativity and imagination, you can actually turn this to even a perfect, your own version of perfect drawing.
Okay.
Or painting.
So I am done with this one. Okay, so while the paint is still wet, we can move on to some bean art. So once this painting is dry, then we can decorate the borders with the bean art. Yeah.
Great.
Okay.
So let's put this aside, and then you're going to show us another one, right?
Okay.
You're going to show us another art?
Another art, the bean art.
Okay, let's do the bean art. This one will leave it dry. All right, leave it dry, and then after that, we're going to put the beans beside at the
like
border. It becomes like that. All right?
Okay, I will show it with the flower one.
Okay, different beans. Yeah. Green, red, white, black, sesame, or sesame seeds.
Okay, great. So like the next one, right, will be bean art. So I'm using the same board, same size, 4 by 6 inches, so it's going to be plain. And then once I'm done, it will look like this, okay, with a flower. And then we have got your background, the grass, and then we have a flower in the middle. So this is the main object. And then I have some flowers to decorate it. And then I also decorated my border. Okay, so this is the whole thing. And then I made this with beans. All these beans.
豆豆画啊，在家里都可以找到这些豆豆的啊。
Okay, so let's see.
红豆啦、绿豆啊、土豆啊等等都可以拿，甚至是你们的那个米哦，也可以拿来做艺术、作画的。
那个茶叶也是可以。
茶叶也是可以，对。
So I have got fennel seeds. Okay, you can use this to make tea. And then I've got some dal. The Indian loves to put it in their food. Dal. And then I've got some beans here. They call this the black eye beans. Then I have the Japanese beans, the azuki beans. Okay, and then more fennel seeds extra, just in case. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 different types here. Okay, and then my board. Okay, this is my board already pre-painted with blue. Okay, if you want to paint it, you can paint it, okay, the background. But if you want to leave it plain, it will look like this, brown. Okay, it's all fine. Okay, so I have a painted one here. Okay, and then I have a plain one here. So this is what I'm gonna do. I will think of something to draw. Like maybe I will think of a main object and then I want a flower. Okay, so I will put a flower in the middle. Then I will use a marker so it's easy for you to see. Okay, so for a flower, I will find my center. I want to position my flower in the center. So I will draw the middle of the flower. I will just make a small circle. A small circle, okay. And then I will have the petals. The petals, I will represent it with strokes. So a few strokes. Okay, so I've got a circle in the middle and then I've got a few strokes. I've got 5 strokes here. So this is my whole flower. Okay, the flower petal. Okay, and then I need a stem. I need a stem, so I will draw a line down all the way here. Okay, and then I want the ground, so I will draw a line across to represent the ground. Okay, I'm using marker so you can see clearly what I'm doing. So at home, right, if you can just use a chalk or like a color pencil, it's all fine.
White color pencil.
And then it's easy to erase also because marker you can't really erase it, okay? And then I want to put some decorative stuff like very small flowers or dots all around my flower. So
actually, designs is entirely up to yourself. Yeah, it's up to you whether you want it looks like this, you want to look like that. You know, it's up to your own creativity.
Yes. Okay. So around the flower, I drew a few really small circles. Okay, so I'm going to put some patterns here on the circles. Okay, and then I've got a border. So I just want to mark down my border so I don't forget later. Border. Okay. So now I'm done with the drawing. Okay, I've got my background, my ground, the grass, and then I've got my main object, the flower, and then I've got a border, okay, and then I've got some super tiny circles to make some patterns. Okay, I'm done.
So while you're doing that, can I try to do here?
Of course you can. Okay, I just want to show you first. Okay, if you're going to use the big beans, right? Try to use the big beans later because the big beans, right? Try to do it later because it might fall when you're when you're moving the board around because it's heavier.
The last step is
the
to
last
put
step,
the
big ones.
if
you're using the big one, but then if not, right, it's fine. If you're using the small ones, then you can just do it however you want.
Okay, great. I hope mine will turn out fine.
It will be fine. It will be good. Okay, and then okay, for my flower, I am going to start with the grass first, the bottom layer first. Okay, so I'm going to use fennel seeds. Fennel seeds, very green in color. Okay, and this is what I'm going to do. Oh, glue. I will use some. Let's share. Okay. Try to get a glue bottle with like a sharp tip, okay, a sharp nozzle here, and it's easy for like when you're making art with like tiny items or objects.
So these seeds, you can actually get it from the supermarket itself, right?
Oh, I recently found a new shop, like it's called Sprouts. They are now at PLQ Mall. Not advertising for them. They have got a lot of like grains and rice and stuff like that. So I love tea, so I go there to get.
I think just normal markets or
they
supermarket
sell
will have
a lot.
Yeah, yeah. If not, actually, you can actually go around the parks. You can see on the floor there's some small stones. You can pick it up.
Gather all the material like dried leaves or flowers, branches and twigs,
so that we can do a lot of recycle art using recycled items.
Okay, so I put some glue at the bottom. Okay, because it's a small area, so I'm able to apply, all the glue. Okay, if it's a big area that you're putting glue on, try to apply part by part. Because once you're done with one part of the gluing, then another part of the rest of the glue may be dry. Okay, so I'm applying on a small part, just a small part, and then I'll take some fennel seeds out. Take some fennel seeds out, and then I will just.
I realized something with fat fingers, it's quite difficult to do.
You can do it.
Yeah,
Hi.
it's pretty difficult. Okay, I've done the top part. Because
Okay,
of
wow, great.
time,
Okay.
yeah, it's pretty nice lah. Yeah, nice, right? Thank you. Yeah.
It's nice. It's nice.
Okay, so today we are really very happy that we learned a lot of things. Yeah, that you can. The first thing that we learn is you do not need to buy a whole box of colors. Okay, acrylic paints. You can actually get the primary colors. You can mix it up different colors to give you another different layers of color, different coats of color, and of course you can see at home you have some rice grains or some beans. You can use it like what Sam is doing. She's actually using the beans, to decorate the borders of this wooden frame. What happens if we don't want to buy the wooden frames?
Oh,
Can we use other things to replace?
you can just make sure that you can use paper, but just make sure that the paper is thick enough. Okay, yeah, because we'll be gluing and then we'll be pasting down all the beans and seeds. So you want to
Yeah.
make sure the paper is hard enough. Okay, and then you can even puncture 2 holes on the top of the paper and hang it up like on your wall.
Correct. Nowadays, weekends, because of this COVID-19, there's a lot of parents have been actually asking their children to stay at home. So these are the things that you can actually do as a family, because this will help you to strengthen your bonding. Not only that, increase creativity. All right, you can actually try it doing an Easter card, because Easter Day is coming. So you can do an Easter card and give it to your friends as well.
Okay, so now I'm basically just putting glue on the border. Border.
You don't have
There's one
any,
more.
oh yeah, you got those big beans with you today, yeah?
Big beans. The biggest today is the azuki bean. Oh, and or the black eye beans.
Black eye bean.
Okay, I have got glue. Okay, now I'll pass you the glue. I've got glue on my border. The next part, I will use some dao beans. Okay, and this is what I'm gonna do.
The dao beans is nice because it actually brings out the color as well.
Yeah, very bright yellow.
Yeah.
Brighten up the whole artwork. Okay, it can get a little bit messy, so just make sure when you're doing all your beans, right, lay a cloth or a newspaper around, so later, it's easy to clean up.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, this is a very fast way. Another way you can do it super detailed, super slow. You just use a tweezer and then you can take the beans one by one and then you put it in. Okay, so I've got my...
So now children, you can actually use this method to make a birthday card, an Easter card, or whatever card to your friends.
Great.
Yeah, cost saving, and it's really, really good.
Okay, so now I've got my yellow border and then I've got my ground. So now, right, I will focus on my main object, which is the flower. Okay, so I will put some glue on the stem. It's just a straight line, so very easy. I will just do as the glue. Okay. I will just put some glue here.
And this glue really dry very fast.
Yeah, it's the basic white glue. Be careful.
Yeah, so you see, even I drop it, it's not damaged.
Pretty solid, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got my white glue, and then what do I want for my stem? Let's see. My stem, maybe I will use the beans from here. The beans from here. Use the black one. Use the black one. Okay, this one I may need tweezer. Okay.
Because
I may
it's
need
too
tweezer.
small.
Yeah, and then I just do a quick one. I can try using hand. Let's see. You can try using hand. So you don't have
Can we
to.
just pour in?
You can try to pour it in also. So some parts I try to pour it in. Some parts I try to be a bit more precise. I will just use my finger or the tweezer. Yeah. Okay.
Great.
Okay, so I've got my stem. And then the next part, right, I will focus on the middle of the flower. So I'll put some glue in the center.
Black eye beans.
Black eye beans. Okay, yeah, sure, you decide. Okay, so black eye beans. Just put a few in. Okay, I just need 3 of the big beans to cover my circle. Okay, and then now I will move on to the petals. The petals, super easy. I will just put glue also. I will just follow the black line and then I will apply glue.
This one?
The azuki bean. Oh yeah, the red bean. You can use the red bean. Okay, I've got my glue. Okay, so I'm going to use the red beans here. Pour it all out. Okay, and then put it in. Okay, I can easily put it on with my fingers. Okay, it's big enough, the beans. Alright, 3 more petals to go.
Easy artwork.
Yeah, very easy for anyone to do it.
Easy materials. How about this one? The green one you're going to use it for?
The green one, okay, if we have time, we can just make this into like a structure. These are like soft wires. We can make this into a structure and then just decorate on the easel together with the artwork. Yeah, just something small.
Not necessary to, you're using such materials that you can see here. Any materials that you think is suitable for your art.
Yeah, you can put any materials. You know, I have my beans here. Maybe you want to put, I don't know, like glitters or like, you know, tapes and things like that. Yeah.
So actually when this is drier, I can use my marker to draw some birds here.
Of course you can.
Yeah, see?
Feel free, you can draw it later if you want.
Correct, correct. So actually art has no limits. There's no right or wrong. So you can actually use your creativity or imagination to expand the artwork. 所以艺术呢是没有界限的，你可以也没有是对或是错呢，也是不怎么重要了，就是看你自己的创意去把这个这个艺术呢发扬光大的是吗？
发扬光大，对，like the sun。
对。
Okay, so pretty much done. I'll hand this to you.
OK, cool. 好，当然你这边也可以放很多东西的。You can put a lot of things here as well.
Okay, what else? I'm missing something. Oh, I have got my 6 circles. So maybe I just want to decorate it with, I just put a few dots of glue. There are a few dots of glue here. 1, 2, 3.
Some little girls would like to have some glitter.
Glitter.
Yeah, to put it there also can, not a problem.
Okay. And then maybe I want to decorate with, let's see, just the big beans. Maybe not the big beans. I will just use the fennel seeds. Okay, so you can decide along the way what you want to put. Fennel seeds. Cover with some fennel seeds.
Since you're a designer, right? Can I ask you, you're an art person, let me get
Designer.
some. Your point of view of certain things.
Yeah, sure.
What arts has changed you?
Oh, I think art is a really great thing. And then, like, I'm 30 this year, so like, I'm still learning. And then I entered design school about like 18, 19, when I was 18 and 19. And then
what inspired you to go into design?
During that point of my time, I think I just followed my heart. I couldn't say much, I couldn't explain much, but then I think I just followed my heart, okay, from what I can say today. And then I felt like it was one of the best choices I made. You know, like, although there were a lot of struggles and challenges in school, and then you have to cry, and then like, you know, you stay overnight to do all your projects, and then, you know, certain things can be very difficult, you know, like people or the work and stuff like that. But then, you know, you got it through, and then everything is amazing. I think it teaches you a lot about like social skills, and then like a lot of hands-on, a lot of things you have to be flexible, you have to think quick, or you have to find solutions. So you can't just stay in the box, you know, and yeah, to get, you know, the projects done and things like that. Yeah.
So what kind of person you are now? As in, you know, you have done so many arts, I mean, for so many couple of years.
I feel like art expanded my mind, it broadened my mind, it makes me more like open-minded, you know, and then more adaptable to situations, more open-minded, and you have to keep finding for solutions, and then not just stay stuck in like, you know, one or two things. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, arts allows you to de-stress as well.
Yeah, it helps a lot, you know, like
a lot.
like our mental well-being, that it helps me stay calm,
Correct.
focused, and then patient. It trains my patience, because sometimes I have a monkey mind also, and then I can't sit down. But then art, right, especially like pointillism or doing all these, right, it really like trains my focus, and then like, and my patience, and I think it's very good.
Many human beings, they tend to be very, they'll fall into anxiety because they are very vulnerable to obstacles around them. So have you ever tried being calm? Being calm, and then, you know, you can think even further when you're focused. Yeah, look at the art that you're doing. When you're doing the art, you have your full concentration and your focus, and then your mind is calm. And the output, you see, for example, this one is, if you don't know what is this, right?
Oh, it's very nice. It's
like
something
an art.
abstract, yeah.
See, I got a caliber of an art person. So you see, it depends on your wild mind. Don't underestimate yourself, because you can think a lot of things. Yeah, it can be as creative as an art person can be.
Yeah, or like when I teach, you know, children, because I primarily teach children's art, and then some of them will always think like, you know, they don't really have confidence. So sometimes when you first meet them, they will say that, I think my drawing is very ugly, teacher. I think I cannot do it. I think I cannot draw. I cannot paint. And then they you know, their work is so much nicer. But then you just like have to encourage them, and then wow, the next time you see their art, it's like, oh, they can paint and draw. You know, they are not afraid to just, you know, draw something, and then like, you know, sometimes it's like they draw something and then I feel that, okay, it's not nice, and say, just draw it, and then the next time you'll see them attempting like a few times, they just draw and then they just paint. Even if it's not nice, you know, they still do it, and then after a few more times, you know, they get better and better, and then they get more and more confident. Yeah.
Actually, the most beautiful piece of art is by the children.
Yeah.
Because it's original. Yeah. So now, before we go, I would like to highlight again for those friends who are watching. Well, do remember you can watch the replay. Not only this class, all right, not only this lesson, but the previous lesson as well. All right, you can go to the particular community club's Facebook page and have a look at the different lessons that was conducted from 9:30 a.m. all the way to 7 p.m. 那除了这个艺术的教导之外呢，我们还有其他的课，其他的直播课室都可以教你怎么去比如说做简单运动啦， 提高自己的免疫力呀、等等的。所以从早上9点半呢，9点30分呢，一直到晚上的7点钟，你也可以看到那个直播的重播，就是在哪一间的民众俱乐部的 Facebook page 就可以了。我是 CK， 我也希望你们呢这个星期呢都非常的有创意。谢谢你。
Thank you. This is Samantha. Stay home and stay safe.
Stay home and stay arty. Bye bye.
Bye.